Hello and welcome back to Homesteading Northern Michigan. Today, it has to be done. Sometimes you got to put in the work that you really don't want to do, but you have to. There's a reason I haven't been milling. That's the reason I haven't been milling. We have pretty loose steering. And what is going on down here is my steering box here is just
not bolted to the frame.
Somebody welded a bunch to it and that ended up breaking off. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go even further and rig it a little bit more since the actual mounts are broken away from the frame now. Hopefully that fixes my steering problem. Another thing we got planned for today, since I'm gonna be wrenching, my good buddy Jason dropped this four-wheeler off, and this is the one and only four-wheeler that has a PTO out. It has a brush hog on it. So what we got to do to this is we have to put two new PTO belts on there. I already ordered the belts. They came in the mail the other day. Those are BK29s I'm putting on there. From what I looked up, they're right. The Yamaha Terra Pro, she's looking pretty bad right now. She needs a carb cleaning, which it's still idle, so I might try running the gas through it and see if we can clean it up without removing it. She needs a battery. We're gonna put those PTO belts on there. As far as the deck goes, it looks solid. So we're gonna do that, but that's not the only thing we're doing today. Jason also brought me a rototiller for my tractor. This thing right here, we need to take the carb apart and fix the float. She's just dumping gas. So that should be an easy fix. First, we're gonna fix the steering. Then we're gonna put the belts on the Terra Pro. And then we will get this Briggs & Stratton going. Stop leaking, fire it up. As if that wasn't a long enough intro, I would like to give a special shout out to all my Michiganders who hit that join button. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing, and your support is appreciated. Enjoy the show, my friends. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this off so we can see what, it's not right here, it's back here a little bit, but we'll still be able to see a little bit. Okay, so can I pull it that way? Hello. What we're working with here is, because this arm comes down, because there's this piece of steel here, I can't put a chain through here, around here, because this piece of plate here somebody rigged up is in the way. I can't go over it because that's the drive shaft. I'm gonna fit this up here for now. Let's see. Nope. All right, let's see what we got here. So there's this hole right here. I'm gonna put a nut on the inside of it. Get my fat fingers up there, hold nut, thread it in there, and the bolt will push on the top of this, holding it against the mounting plate. But you can see the mounting plate's broken. And then they got like an automotive alternator bracket welded right here. I'm not adding more welds to this, but I will try and secure this. If I can make it through one more winter with this tractor, I'd be more than happy to buy another one. Let's get this top tightened up. You can see a gap in there. That gap should be closed. All the bolts are broken off, so there's no putting new bolts in. That's touching, so we got to compensate for the inside there. So Oh, I'm gonna put on all these washers. All right, my friends. So here we are. We got our bolt in the side there, you can see. Stack of washers on it. There's the other side. And I got the, hopefully that holds. I don't see it falling off. It's pretty solid on there. Well, I'm not even gonna put the side cover back on. I'm gonna put the screws in the side cover up. Let's call that a success for now and move on to the rototiller. The reason I'm doing the rototiller next is because, well, I got to drop it off. This is to pull logs, so I can pull logs up to my mill. I can be milling, and I can finish up my solar shed. So I have a lot of outdoor stuff that needs to be sheltered from the winter, and believe it or not, those solar panels do a pretty good job. What we're doing with this is we're going to take this off, these two screws, take this air cleaner off, and we're going to clean this out inside here. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to need for this project, so I can't tell you a list of tools right now, but I did bring a screwdriver and the brake cleaner. So first thing I'm going to do, pop off the air cleaner. Air cleaner looks really clean. So we have a 10mm bolt here. Looks like an 8mm down here. We can get this. It's just coming loose. We are going to have the throttle and choke on here. So here we go with our fuel line. I don't think I have to worry about any gas because right when we put gas in it, it started flowing out. Should be empty. So let's go ahead and pop this guy up. I think I'll just lightly grab it with the pliers, spin it till the seal breaks free, and we can pull it off. There we go. Losing a little bit of gas. That's it. Okay, so everything looks pretty clean in there. So that's a good sign. Nice and clean. So here are some tabs. Pop this pin out here. See what we got going on in here. I'm just going to spray this. Okay, we're good there. Alright, so I'm going to bend this up a little bit. What that's going to do is allow the float to actually give a little more pressure on there. Damn, and our pin's back in. Have good pressure on there. The bowl's not dirty. I'm gonna spray it and wipe it out anyways. Well, my friends, it's not leaking. So I'm gonna put the air cleaner on it. We're gonna fire this old girl up. I'm pretty excited about this. This is gonna be a huge blessing on the homestead if we can get it running. All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, so it's the next day. The SD card filled up and I wasn't able to finish recording. This guy did not start up. It would spit and sputter. So this thing, I got it to fire, but I couldn't get it to stay running. I came back out last night and I pull started it and it fired right up and I was able to do some adjustments to the carburetor, but it stalled out. That's when I called it quits. What was happening is the carburetor must have still been gunked up. So I was only able to run it with the choke on. This morning I fired it up and it ran really good and I tuned it a little further. So what I'm gonna do right now, we're gonna fire this guy up and we're gonna get going on the Terra Pro. I'm happy. I'm really excited. This is going to be a huge help to the homestead. To hear this thing purr like a kitten. There's a little spitting and sputtering, but guys, she's going to work. Okay, so what we are replacing on this is 2 PTO drive belts. Let's get this seat off. We may have to take this back wheel off here. We'll find out. I'm usually pretty good with tight spaces. Okay. So we're over here now. All right. We've got the seat switch. So I immediately noticed there's no top air box. This wasn't even connected. Just just kind of laying in there. Smells like animal waste in there. So we get this box out of here. Alright. And here we go. We have a belt with a tensioner. Okay, that spins. This belt is 8 up and too big. So how do we get it off from here? Let's see. Through here. This belt off of here. There we go. All right. And there we are on the back. Okay, put on the second one. This should be the easy one. All right. Come on, baby. There she is. Come on. Give you a little more turn there. There we go. All right, there we are. We got our belts on. Let's check to see if she engages. Well, that felt tough. Oh, they're tight. Let's get this battery cover off. Come on now. There we go. We got a hitch in here. More nesting. Let's get this cleaned out. Alright, so that's my smallest battery. I thought it might fit in there. It doesn't. So, we're going to use a jump pack. Alright, so we got choke here, we have power, we lost it. Something going on with this. Oh, that's just a plastic cover. Okay. That ain't nothing. I'm kind of concerned why it's spinning. All right, so it looks like I need to do a little bit more work to this, but we do have the brush hog spinning. The engine doesn't run strong enough for me to fully engage the PTO, but it's just from the belts touching it, it's spinning. I imagine that'll stop. I don't know how this works, but it's really quiet. It's like the most quiet brush hog I've ever heard. Okay, so it's day 3. I decided I was gonna close the video out, and I decided I want to pull the carburetor off here. I think the gas tank's gonna have to come off for this one. I'll take the seat off and see what's going on. There we go. So, pretty sure that's like an air box or something. I don't know. And the carburetor should be on the other side of that. Okay, that is our carburetor. All right, well, let's get her off here. Now, this is one weird looking carburetor. All these hoses coming off here. No, we're going to tear it off and we're going to open it up, see what it is. Alright my friends, well this is a long enough video. I have to tear this carb apart. I don't know how it comes apart. I've never seen a carburetor on a 4-wheeler this complicated before. I think what I'm going to do is clean this all up right here and pop this ball off and see what's going on inside there. Usually you can access the jets, but I got one cable off. That was this part right here, and that had grime on it. And this video's been long enough, so I'm gonna cut this short right here. I'm gonna fix this, and I will meet back with you after it's done. All right, so first removal of the bottom, I decided to do it over here instead of removing the cables for the choke and secondary throttle. And you can see right here, crystallized, lacquered up. Get that to where it focuses. And then here's the bottom of the cap. We're gonna clean this out, put her back together, and let's see how she does. All right, here we go, folks. We got the jump pack on her. Set the choke just a little bit, turn it on. Nothing. Choke back down. It's no choke. She's still not warmed up, obviously. So I'll reset this. I don't know how promising this is yet. We gotta let her warm up. All right, well, I can tell already this thing is idling much nicer. It's a brand new belt, so we're gonna let her warm up, and I'm gonna See how it revs up. I think we got it. Let's put this thing back together and okay, I got the perfect spot to go cut. Well, my friends, I'd like to thank you for watching Homesteading Northern Michigan. I'm extremely excited to put this thing to use. Everything's working perfectly. This has got to be the quietest brush hog I've ever heard. Must have good bearings in it. The new belts are working perfectly. This thing did not hesitate to cut through whatever I was going over. I have it set at the highest, but it knocked everything down with ease. Yeah, you'll be seeing more of the old Yamaha Terra Pro soon. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Have you ever seen a four-wheeler with a PTO before? I know I haven't. You guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching Homesteading Northern Michigan. Peace.